Good afternoon, folks. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day, everyone. It seems quite apt that we're doing something on Father's Day, seeing as it's normally one of our busier days over the summer. So it seems good that we're coming out to you. I hope you're treating your fathers well. I hope that if you are a father, you're being treated well. It's a lovely day for all of us, I'm sure. So today, this afternoon, we are going to catch up with some very, very, I was going to say old, not old as in terms of the Brunswick life. A group that we've been working with for a long time now. In fact, I believe their first gig with us was way back in 2009. And these guys are South Coast Soul Revue. So what's happened is it seems like in this time of lockdown videos and of everything being done online, it wouldn't have been right if there hadn't have been something in association with South Coast Soul Revue, because they're probably the band that we've worked with most often and most closely with over the last decade or so. So it's an absolute pleasure to have them here today. And first of all, we're going to have a look at their wonderful lockdown video of the OJ's classic, Love Train. And then following on from that, we're going to catch up with Alex and Danny from the band, have a little chat with them, see how they've been getting on, see what they've got coming up in the future. And then we're going to hear some tunes from Lindsay from the band and then from Danny. So first of all, I think the best thing to do would be to have a look at some of their music. So this is Love Train, originally by the OJs, but beautifully covered by the good people at South Coast Soul Revue.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. The next stop we make will be England. Tell all the folks in China and Russia too. Don't you know that it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. Oh, your brothers out in Africa, tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Please don't miss this train at the station, 'cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, Start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, yeah. Start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands. Start a love train, love train.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was South Coast Soul Revue with the OJ's classic Love Train, especially for the Brunswick, but also the other venues that they play around Sussex and beyond over the last decade or so. So I think the first thing that we will do is we'll bring Alex and Danny in from the band. Give me 2 seconds and we'll do that straight away. Here we have Alex. Welcome, Alex. And this is Danny. Hi, Danny.
Hey, how you doing, Andy?
Yeah, really good. Thank you, chaps. How are you both?
Good. Thank you. Good. Andy, I think the word you were looking for before was dear friends. We're dear friends of the Brunswick, not old.
that's the one, absolutely. Alex, as one of only 2 original members of the band, could you first of all introduce yourself and the band to anyone that might not have seen you before?
Well, my name is Alex, and I'm a guitarist with the South Coast Soul Revue, and the band has been now going for about 10 years. And we're just an 8-piece, and we just cover classic and contemporary soul music.
Lovely. Okay. And Danny, where will people find you on the stage?
You'll find me at the front, acting like a Wally, with the very lovely Ruby, who you saw in the video. So yeah, we're joint lead singers, although I probably do more higher parts than she does with my. So yeah, that's where I am at the front, acting like a Wally.
Lovely stuff. Well, first of all, guys, thank you so much for historically, for everything that you've done with us in the past, because I feel like we've got quite a long history these days. And we'll give you some facts that I believe one of your co-bandmates actually put together for us, some good numbers on there. But also thank you so much for the video that you've put out for us and the other venues. I mean, where else have you guys been playing? And we want to, we're not just about the Brunswick, we're about all the live venues around locally and the country. So where else should we be shouting about?
Well, definitely shouting about the rope tackle. Definitely in Shoreham, the Arts Centre there. So that's a community centre, and that's voluntary led. We've given it to them as well. Basically, what we wanted to do as well is to give back something to the venues that we have such a great relationship with. And of course, the Brunswick is one. We've been with you for years now, a long time. In fact, I think my first ever gig with the South Coast Soul Revue was at the Brunswick.
Wow.
And that was, and I remember it very, very clearly because I thought I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Has anything changed?
Well, I thought, well, no, not really. I did actually think, well, that's it. No, they're not going to want me back again. And they were obviously so desperate that they did. But the good thing about doing this video for you guys is that it helps, hopefully, as well as us giving something back, you can also use it as a platform to generate some interest and some good vibes, really, about opening up again when it's safe to do.
Absolutely. So, Alex, as far as the video goes, how did you guys go about? Well, first of all, how did you go about choosing the tune to do? Because your repertoire is wide and varied amongst the genre these days.
Yeah, it's you see, Andy, we had basically we kind of sat on it for a little bit, because as you probably noticed, man, there was at the time, when lockdown, it's actually since lockdown started and all that, there was a loads of people, musicians and all sorts of stuff, putting out a lot of videos and stuff like that, but I mean, it was mainly it tended to be maybe solo artists or duos and all that. Being 8 of us, it's quite hard to kind of not just to organize the people, but then also try and do something that wouldn't be a complete mess. And basically, we just kind of chosen. We have to choose obviously a song we pretty much love most of the song that we do really like. And I think it's like it was more of a case of choosing a song that we love, but then also like a song that would work best for the purpose of what we were trying to do. Like also because there's 8 of us, we had to make sure that it was a song where everyone was kind of like equally involved. Because I mean, some of the songs that we've got, especially for Danny and Ruby, like 2 singers, like some of them maybe Danny's got more of a lead part and vice versa. Whenever like with this, so obviously we had to choose something that was good for everyone, like, so that was probably the best, what we came up with, like the best choice for us.
Absolutely. And what was your the motivation behind your personal location within the video?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm total rebellion, Andy. Like, well, basically, like as I said, like because it took us a little bit longer than maybe some other people to come up with something and all that, but we knew that we wanted to do something and we wanted to do it like well. So we had a bit of extra time to think about stuff. Like, and for me, like I would just take in. I've just been watching a lot of stuff, like a lot of videos of different artists and all that. Like, and I just thought because. I mean, obviously, we're still going through, like, although a lot of people seem to have forgotten now, like, we're still kind of in quarantine, really, man. You know, like, we're still, like, in a lockdown situation and all that, like, and I found that a lot of the stuff that I was seeing were just a little bit too serious and maybe slightly, you know, like, yeah, and I just think, like, you know, we've been going through such a strange period, like, and I thought that if we had to do something, we should be doing something a little bit more light-hearted, maybe like as a little escape for people, rather than just kind of depressing even more or getting to think about even more what we went through.
I think a way to look at that is that you know, that's one of the reasons why people go out to see live music at venues. It's to you know, for a little light relief and to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, you know, we're getting all the bad stuff is getting pushed in our faces left, right, and centre through the media constantly. So to be able to see you guys on screen and have a little smile at Alex sitting on the toilet, I don't think is any bad thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mentioned just now that we've got some facts. I understand you guys with. Excuse me, Alex, with Barkley, who's the rhythm guitarist, right? He's you guys were in the original band back in 2008. First gig at the Brunswick was in 2009. Since then, you've had 61 gigs at the Brunswick alone. So what's that, in 11 years, 12 years, something like that? So I think we're averaging somewhere about every 2 to 3 months a gig over that period of time. You've done 6 New Year's Eves with us. You even played at my wedding, and Danny and Ruby also played at my wedding in their other outfit, Frank Green Band. So we've got a pretty good relationship going there. Long may it continue. But I mean, Danny, other than I'm discounting my wedding, of course, but any highlights for you, Danny, over those years?
Well, I do love doing New Year. New Year is really good fun for a couple of reasons. One, you're actually not spending money to perform and have a great time. Well, that's always a bonus. Doing something you love on New Year is brilliant. But just to get in that whole environment and do 3 hours on stage is amazing. I love doing that, and it's a great way to start the year. But really, I think my major highlights really are dressing up for Halloween. We always dress up for Halloween. And what did we do What did we do last year, Alex? Was it women? We dressed up as women again.
I think. I think personally, I dressed up for the last 2 as a lady, like, you know, but
that's just Friday night for Alex.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's great fun because Ruby then dressed up as a man, and we just do the whole swappy swaps really, and it's great fun. Yeah, it's just a bit of a laugh, really.
Excellent. Well, I mean, let's fingers crossed that we might be in line for this New Year. I think this Halloween might be a little optimistic, but New Year maybe, and we'll see how
we are booked in for Halloween, so let's.
I know you are, but we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, guys. Well, look, I think that we should crack on with some more music actually. But look, I want to say thank you both again. Alex, where can people find you, and what have you got coming up once all this is over?
That's a good. Well, basically, like I'm still doing what I normally do. Like even throughout lockdown, I do like teach guitar privately. Like, and so I'm still doing that online now. And hopefully, like when we be allowed to go back to studios and all of that, like I'm normally teach from Portslade, like in the Portslade area, like from PA Studios. And then, well, basically, like, well, hopefully, like, what people can expect for the future is obviously, hopefully, another 10 years of the South Coast Soul Revue, fingers crossed, like, you know, and well, I think that at the moment, like, I'm involved in quite a lot of projects, really, man. So, like, but I'm not going to mention them all because otherwise it's going to be too long, really, man. But I'm just been concentrating on writing a lot of new stuff, especially because we don't know when we'll be allowed to play gigs or when it will be worth to play gigs again. Like, so I've been just concentrating on doing the stuff, just fun music stuff and all of that. So hopefully a lot of new original stuff will be released as soon as it's possible, really, man. So just that.
Fabulous. Okay. And Danny, I know you're a busy boy as well. But where can people find you, and where can people find the band on the internet as well?
Well, the band on the internet, if you can see, you'll see on the bottom of the screen right there, we've got our Facebook webpage and our website as well. We're always on that. So just check us out, come say hi, let us know you're still there. And also we'll keep you updated of when our next gigs are as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to be soon. Barclay has been working tirelessly just to think ahead for all the gigs that have been we've kind of lost. Hopefully he's rebooking those as well. So keep an eye out for those, because we just can't wait to get back on stage, really, and start performing for you guys again, really.
Wonderful. Well, look, guys, thank you very much.
Andy, sorry to interrupt you, mate, but before we go, man, can I just give a little shout out to Tommy, who can't be here today, but he's the one that mastered like the whole track and all that, and he did a marvelous job because he made everything like come alive, really, man. So thank you, Tommy.
No worries.
Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. Okay, guys, look, it was an absolute pleasure talking to you. I know that we're going to see Danny again shortly for a bit of music, but we'll definitely be seeing you on stage at some point in hopefully the not too distant future. So, guys, thank you very much.
Cheers, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. See you later.
Okay, guys. So as I said, that was a pleasure to talk to Alex and Danny. Danny's going to be back shortly. Just as a little interlude before we get on with the music, this is all part of the Save Our Venues campaign, which, just in case you haven't seen any of this before, God knows how you wouldn't have. But we're basically part of the campaign, which is nationwide. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now is the crowdfunder, which goes straight into the Brunswick's fund. If and when we hit our target, any extra money goes into the nationwide fund to help other grassroots music venues around the country. So it's a really great cause, helping our industry get on its feet and hit the ground running once we restart. Which, as I said before, hopefully will not be too long. But you know, we've got to do it safely, so we'll wait and see. So, without further ado, we shall bring the bass player from South Coast Soul Revue into the stream. This is Lindsay.
Hello.
How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm all right, thank you.
Lovely. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't worry, I'm not going to get you to talk too much. The boys have already done that for you.
That's right. As long as I don't have to sit on the toilet, it's fine. I can say whatever you want. I'm just not going to go to the loo.
I don't think it would be fair for me to enforce that rule on anyone.
No, me neither, to be fair.
Okay, lovely. Well, Lindsay, look, I'm going to leave you to give us a tune before Danny comes on afterwards.
Okay, cool.
All right, thanks, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I chose this one. It's a little bit like Alex said, that we need something happier because, we get so much misery at the moment. So yeah, this is a tune off the album, and the album launch that I did was at the Brunswick. And I also had a thought about how many different bands have I played with in the Brunswick, and I actually don't know, so I've forgotten. So thank you, Brunswick. And yeah, this is called Simple Love Song. When we met, how we laughed together, and when we met, how we cried together. The world seemed so beautiful, 'cause we were together when we met. When we dance together, and when we sing, oh, we sing forever. The music will flow from our fingers and from our hearts, 'cause we are together. And this is the magic that we have found. This is the magic come to ground. This is the magic that we have When you I'll walk beside you, and when I hide, oh, you come to find me in the dark. 'Cause it's so much more fun than being apart, being together. And this is the magic that we have found. This is the magic come to ground. This is the magic that we have found. This is the magic that we have found.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
Lindsay, thank you very much. That was
My
beautiful.
pleasure, my dear.
Wonderful, and we'll see you again soon.
I'm sure.
Afterwards, I'll try and put up some of the links to some of your projects as well, because I know that you're a busy young lady. It's not just all about South Coast Soul Revue.
Cool. There's more sequins in South Coast Soul Revue than anything else.
All right, great to see you, Lindsay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Bye. Okay, so that was Lindsay from South Coast Soul Revue. We are now going to bring Danny back in. Danny, hi there, we're back.
Hey.
Lovely, you got it. Hard work on your hands now with following that.
I know. Thanks. No pressure.
So, guys, I'm going to leave you with the soul man himself. Here's Danny from South Coast Soul Revue.
Cheers, man. Okay, so the first song I'm going to be doing 2 songs. The first one is an original song which I sing with the Frank Green Band. which is in the originals band I'm in with Ruby and all the other guys as well. And the second song I'm going to be doing is a cover, which is one of the covers I do, one of the songs I do with my choirs, which is Harmonescence Choirs and Voices. We used to rehearse an awful lot in the Brunswick as well some years ago, but I'll be doing a song taken from one of their songs repertoire as well. But the first song we're going to do is called Homegrown. Thank you. Did a slight radio edit there. Okay, right. So the next song is a song by an amazing guy called Terence Trent D'Arby, and this is one of my favourite songs of his ever, and it's called Sign Your Name. What I've done here is I've got a little backing track I recorded as well, so I'm kind of singing along to the backing track. Fortunately, you have found someone who relies on you. We started out as friends, but the thought of you just caves me in. The symptoms are so deep, it is much too late to turn away. We started out as friends. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Time, I'm sure, will bring disappointments in so many things. It seems to be the way when you're gambling cards on love you play. I'd rather be in hell with you, baby, than in your heaven. It seems to be the way. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Birds never look into the sun before the day is done. But all the light shines brighter on a peaceful day. Yeah, a stranger blue, leave us alone. We don't want to deal with you. We shed our stains, showering in your room, one that makes your rain. Pops you up, pops you up, wow. All alone with you makes the butterflies in me arise. Slowly we make love, and the earth rotates to our dictates. Slowly we make love. Hey, sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Sign your name across. Yeah, now sign your name. To be my lady. Ooh. Sign your name across. Come on and sign your name. To be my lady. Yeah, sign your name. Sign your name across. Come on and sign your name. I want you to be my baby. Ooh. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Thank you.
Soul to the bone, Danny.
To the bone.
Love it. So that was something that you've been doing or about to do with your choir, right?
I've been doing it with my Hove Choir. Sign Your Name. I've done it a little while. It's a nice 4-part harmony, which I arranged for them, and I basically sang one of the parts there as well. So it sounds great with a choir, better than just me singing along to myself. But
Lovely.
I love that anyway. It's great.
How's the choir working out with the whole online thing?
The whole lockdown. Well, we moved to Zoom pretty quick. Actually, the moment things started moving towards we wanted to be in the same room as each other, we switched our choir straight over to Zoom really quickly, and we're doing it that way instead. It's a different experience, but it keeps everyone together, keeps everyone singing, keeps everyone in community, and it's there until we can meet together in person.
Okay, so it's no aspirations for it to be a permanent fixture then.
Well, I'm going to start an online choir on the back of this. We were thinking of doing it before, but this has kind of tested it for us, really. So we are doing an online choir as well in the near future, but a face-to-face. It's probably what it's going to be, actually. It's going to be a face-to-face hybrid thing to begin with. Hybrid Zoom face-to-face thing. When things start to transition, that's what we're going to start seeing, really. People staying at home and people being face-to-face. But hopefully, the thing we want to do is just get in the room together and sing together, because that's the payoff, and we're really missing that, I think. But big hello to Hove, Shoreham, and Lewis Choirs. I know you're watching. Love you all. See you bright and early tomorrow morning, Lewis. Bye.
Right, Danny. I think that's just about us. But thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And you can go off and get spoiled rotten by your children now.
Have a great time, Andy. See you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, guys, so that was various members of South Coast Soul Revue. If you missed the beginning of the stream, go back and watch afterwards. Have a look at their lockdown cover of the OJ's Love Train, done for us, the Rope Tackle, various other venues that they regularly play at, all in the aid of the Save Our Venues campaign. You'll see the crowdfunder.co.uk Save the Brunswick at the bottom of the screen. Please head over there and drop a couple of quid in the pot if you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Also, if you've seen South Coast Soul Revue in the past, maybe if you were supposed to come and see them during the time when we've been closed, just come and stick a few quid in the pot. That would be lovely. We'd appreciate it. They'd appreciate it. We'd all be so appreciative, and it will make you feel good about yourself too. Without anything else to say, really, enjoy the rest of your Father's Day, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. This coming Friday, we've got the Seclusion Showcase, that'll be our next one, so please join us for that from 8:30. You can see all of that on our socials, so check out South Coast Soul Revue. All of their socials are at the bottom of the page. And you can find them on Twitter and Instagram and things, I'm sure, as well. You'll find all of that, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. So thanks for listening, guys, and please do share, like, and donate. Bye.